Most of Show's facial rendering is done, so I think I'll move on to Ray, and then I'll do Soma, and then finally their clothes. So yeah, and then probably the background, and then I'll do one file for the text for REITA. I might put that right here since there's more space. But yeah, almost done. Jacket on the floor, but the floor is so dirty.
Me blonde? I want to do pink hair.
Oh yeah, your pink hair.
Pink hair, yeah. Or the
That's gonna be pretty.
Brown one. I forgot what it's called.
I don't even know what.
Get my nails done again too. Yeah. One of these days.
art since I was very young, and I think it's because of my own social anxieties that I never got the chance to go beyond, like, farther from home. So I winded up going to a small college and getting a bachelor's in studio art. However, I kind of felt like I wanted something more out of it. Granted, I did make a lot of friends while being there, but I wanted to do more with my art. So after spending a year and a half in South Korea teaching English, I decided to come back to the US and enroll in an animation academy. My first 2 semesters were actually really fun and interesting. I took a perspectives class, which I have always had the hardest time with, so that was very valuable to me, and also an anatomy class, which I have been ranting and raving about for a few videos now, that it has really helped me in making my art look more well-structured. Especially, it benefited my webtoon really well. So I am attending this academy for the spring semester of 2025 and am enrolled in 3 classes since it's a master's program. I am taking storyboard principles, which I'm really excited about. I have technically been storyboarding for my comic, but thinking about doing it for animation purposes, I think it'll be very valuable to me still. The second class that I am taking is 3D Character Animation 1. So I took a character animation class in my first semester, and it was a bit difficult because I've never worked in Maya before. So having to learn how to 3D animate, especially like just character modeling in general, was a bit hard for me to grasp. Around the end of the semester though, I did catch on, but since I've taken a little bit of a break between classes, I might have to refresh on some of the things that I learned. I'm interested in seeing what it'll bring to the classroom and what I will be learning from it. In my last video, I touched a little bit on the subject about my goals and resolutions for the 2025 new year, but I didn't really go as in-depth as I would have hoped. So I think I want to try doing a little bit of that now and putting it into Notion or making some sort of mood board or just laying it out properly so that I can abide by this in the coming year. So even though I wrote down a few things that I wanted to do, there are probably actually more that I can think of, which might overwhelm me in the long run, but it's probably for the better. So some of the things that I wrote down was to fix my sleep schedule, go to the gym regularly, be more active on socials just for the benefit of my comic, complete arc 2 of my webcomic, eat healthier, drink more water, save money, and improve on my hand and feet drawings. So all of that is fine and dandy, but I have a longer list of things that I want to try improving on or doing for this new year. So I think I'm going to do what a lot of other people are doing and split all of these goals into quarters. So I'm going to be doing the 4 quarters of the year, and that means that most of the stuff that I am going to focus on will be split among like January to March, April to June, July to September, and October to December. So I made a more in-depth list of my goals for this coming year. I split them into art/webcomic and life/personal goals, so they might intersect at some points, but I will go over it now with you. So in my art/webcomic list, we have number 1, improve hands and feet anatomy. And if you look at my webcomic or perhaps other pieces that I have done, I am not really confident in my hands and feet, and I do take from references a lot. So that's something that I really do want to work on, and I have a sketchbook that I want to be regular with and just really practice. And my second one is to learn
some drawing programs, or okay, so I have a list here. I want to learn 2D Live, not for making a VTuber like specifically, though I wouldn't be opposed to doing something like that. Learning Blender, because I know a lot of people work with Maya and Blender, so I want to practice. And oh yeah, right after that, Maya. I do want to practice more on that program specifically because it is a more industry standard program and it's what my school is having us work with. So after that, I do want to work on After Effects so I can do some cool things with my art. I see examples online and it would be really cool to implement that into my art too. Kind of leading off from that, I want to practice more 3D animation. It's what my master's degree is in, so I'm starting a bit late, but I want to do it on my own time and really get a hang of it. And then my my fourth thing that I want to work on is staying on top of social media. So I have been posting to Instagram and TikTok, but not regularly. I haven't done it in quite a while, actually. I think I just get my own anxieties about posting my art online. There is a certain number of people out there that are ruthless, and maybe I shouldn't admit that here on the internet, but oh well. I am not confident enough in my art to be able to withstand people like diminishing it. I don't know. I want to be better at that, so I think I just got to suck it up and continue posting on social media. And that means learning how to do better social media management, and hopefully I can get that down. Another thing is to have regular updates on my comics. So in the previous years, there would be sometimes weeks or months where I didn't post anything from my webtoon, and honestly, it hasn't benefited it. It's done nothing for me, and it's also like life stuff that gets in the way of it, and I'm not being paid to do it, but I really love this story and I put a lot of work into it, and I do want to see it through. So I want to stay on top of that, and kind of leading off from that, I want to reach the second arc of my webtoon, since we'll be picking up at the end of the first arc. And hopefully I don't get burnt out. I know I probably will, but that's better than not doing anything and not seeing any progress with my webtoon or my art. So leading on from that, I want to get into my life/personal goals for the year. So in my life/personal goals list, the first one I have is to save money. I'm not the best at saving money, so that's something I want to work on. Mainly for future plans and for the BTS concert that they will surely do when they get out of the military. And my second one on my list is to work out regularly / drink more water. As this might be like a transitional period for me, I don't know if I can keep up with working out regularly, but I do want to try. I have been for the past few days. I think I missed one day, but yeah, hopefully I can stay on top of it. And then I want to drink more water. It's hard for me to drink water. I don't know why. I have a hard time. I don't know if anyone else feels this way, but every time I drink too much water, I end up feeling sick. But I know it's not enough water. Anyway, for number 3, I want to visit friends or stay in touch regularly. I think I've mentioned this before, but it feels like my friends literally just fell out of the sky. I have made really good friends in these past few years, and I do value their friendship a lot, so I do want to keep being friends with these people. So I am not the best at communicating, so I want to work on that. The fourth thing on my list is to take better care of my mental health, and that could be many things. I could perhaps do some journaling. I know I kind of need to go back to therapy. So just, I don't know, I want to find my own thing to better take care of myself mentally. The next thing on my list is to fix my sleep schedule. So I mentioned this in my previous video and maybe like a few other videos, but I don't really sleep very well. So that's something I also wanted to work on. I'm going to try my hardest to at least get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. I am a night owl. I don't really like waking up early. So yeah, I want to wake up early, even on days when I don't need to wake up early. I think it would benefit me in the long run. I think the next thing on my list kind of intersects between the art and webcomic and the life and personal lists. So it is to do an artist alley. I've talked about this in previous videos last year that it's one of my goals that I want to try doing an artist alley. Maybe I am influenced by people that are already in artist alleys, but I've been into anime a long time and I've always liked the idea of having a booth somewhere and getting to set it up really cute and drawing my favorite characters and sharing that joy of, I don't know, seeing your favorite characters in Artist Alley when you go to conventions. So that's something I want to try. The next thing on my list, kind of relating to Artist Alley, is to open an online shop. So I have an idea for a small business. I don't know. I have an idea of like a stationery thing that I want to do, which is kind of like what I posted about previously. So I want to try doing something like that. Yeah. I feel like it might help me with this weird funk that I have with not being confident in my art. So hopefully I can open some sort of shop, even if it's really small, even if it doesn't go anywhere. I think it would benefit me with how I view my art. The next thing on my list is to keep on top of school and to get good grades. So I actually do strive for good grades. I don't think it's a problem area because I have gotten pretty high grades in previous semesters, but knowing how busy I'll be this year, it's something I want to stay on top of. The last thing on my life/personal goals list is to practice my Korean/Japanese and try to practice a bit of my own traditional language. So I have practiced Korean and Japanese. Well, when I lived in Korea as a student in 2017 to 2018, I had taken Korean classes. It was part of the curriculum in order to study abroad at the school. So I feel like my Korean is intermediate at best, but it could be better. I do want to practice it, and I kind of took a break from learning Japanese. I would say I was pretty intermediate when I was in school, like a high schooler, but because I kind of maybe favored Korean, I studied Korean more, so I lost my Japanese ability. And then as for the traditional language, so if you don't know me, I am Native American, and maybe it's not common knowledge, but a lot of Native American languages are dying. There isn't a lot of people that can speak them, and I can't speak my own native language. I would love to try and learn more, so even if I don't ever get fluent, I think just knowing a few words and phrases would be really cool. So I want to try this coming year. So hopefully I can implement that and I can show my progress through these videos in the coming months, and maybe do quarterly check-ins too. I think that would be kind of cool.
stupid hat. I love the mushroom details. It's so pretty. I don't know if you can see it, but there's little tiny insects hanging from the ceiling. Oh, I just noticed the giant bug on the ceiling. That's so gross. Oh, I see. Here. If my hand will even fit. Red? Red means determined, can have intimidating temper, can be demanding of others, forceful, competitive, prideful, opinionated, natural born leader, direct and impatient. Huh.
problem.
Actually, can I take a
Yeah, please.
so I can come back for it? Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
And then do you have a reward?
I do not.
Do you want to set it up? It's totally free, and then you do earn points on this purchase as well as all future ones.
No, maybe not today.
Yeah, no